Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dude, I'm Kidding. My name is Derek Tilt. I'm your host, and this is the podcast where I show you all the best comedians, musicians, and content creators you didn't know you needed to know about. And this week, I'm so excited to finally be back. Oh my gosh. This semester has been crazy, as most of y'all know. If you've been watching the last few episodes, I go to school here in Austin, and that's been taking most of my time because you boys got to get good grades, you know. Actually, I don't. D's get degrees, or is it C's? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, right? Before we move any further, please make sure to hit subscribe. That would help us out a lot. And hit that bell to be notified when new episodes and stuff comes out. If you're on Spotify and iTunes, thank you so much for listening. Hit that follow button, the subscribe button, anything you got. If you're on iTunes, give us some stars and maybe a quick little review telling us what you thought about the show. That would help us greatly. No, but I'm super excited to be back, and this week we have Dan Rohde here. I'm super stoked to have him on. We actually recorded this about a month and a half ago. This is long overdue, so I apologize. It's on me, but hey, we're here, guys. We're here. Summer's here. I'm going to have a lot more free time. Thank God. It's going to be a lot of fun. We can get back to this, and I'm bringing you more comedians and musicians and streamers and stuff. And speaking of which, if you are a comedian, musician, or content creator of some sort, let me know. Just DM us, and we would love to have you on. And I'm looking for people to help me out with the show too. So if you're interested in, sitting behind the camera or looking shit up for me, or just helping me shoot stuff for the show, that would be awesome. So just let me know if you're interested. Just hit DM us, and we'll see if we can work it out. But without further ado, I'm going to stop stalling because this episode is already long overdue, and Dan Rohde is going to blow your socks off. So, welcome back, and here's the show.
1, 2, 3, go! We're getting around.
Now that I'm looking at it, and I didn't think this before, but you kind of look like Alex Jones a little bit.
Oh shit, because I got a really fat neck, dude. Yeah, I kind of do. Oh, make the frogs gay.
Turn the frogs gay.
I never thought about it, man.
I never thought that at all until just now, and I saw that. I was like, oh, geez.
Joe Rogan, it's like
Joe. Yeah,
dude, I love when he's like he goes ape shit on Joe's podcast. Man.
Yeah, dude.
He's like,
hey, you need to chill.
It's okay.
So have you listened to those episodes like through?
Yeah, I saw that one where it was him and there was like a UFC guy, and then it was like Gracie or something. It was like one. It was like one of the like the jiu-jitsu guys, and he's like,
oh yeah.
He's like, choke me out. He like tore his shirt out. He's like, choke me out, man.
Choke me out, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, and
do it. Yeah.
And Joe's like, no, like, don't, Alex, sit down.
Then he goes around and puts his arm around him.
Yeah.
Like, no, stop it.
He's like, no, don't do that, man. Dude, he's probably like, man, I do not want a fucking lawsuit. And that's probably what he's saying.
Yeah, no. And Alex is all fucked up, and
yeah, probably high and drunk, and
he's a character, dude. He's definitely controversial. I did an episode on my last show about we did like a conspiracy like series, and I started with I was gonna be doing an episode where I watched all the Alex Jones episodes on Joe Rogan and then broke them down.
Yeah.
And it was too much. I started doing it, and then as I was like going through it, I was like, "This is just so much shit."
He makes you feel like you're insane.
Yeah,
like, listen to it, dude.
It's wild. Yeah. Like it's crazy how like he can get you to believe it for a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you're like, "Wait a second, hold on. What the fuck did you say?" Like,
I have some friends from home that,
yeah,
they're like really into it, and they go to like alternate news sites that are.
Yeah,
Alex, they're InfoWars based.
InfoWars.
I'm like, dude, you can't trust anything they're saying ever. Like, I mean, if you're doing it for entertainment, it's one thing, but if you're doing it because you want the news, it's not. It's not the news.
That's not it. That's not the news.
Yeah, it's like
it's an opinion, probably.
Yeah, it's very scary, and there's like people out there like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't, dude, I don't know.
Gee, I love conspiracy theories.
Me too, man.
It's one of my favorite things. What's your favorite?
Well, I watch like, well, speaking of podcasts, I watch a lot of that last podcast on the left. And
Hey, Atlas, stop it! I love that show.
Dude,
I haven't listened to it in a while, but I found it, and I was a big fan for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I watched I didn't watch. I listened, but I listened to just recently. They did like a 5-part on MK Ultra, like the government like testing, like basically using like prisoners of war and like Russian spies that they capture, and they like basically drug them with different levels of like LSD and stuff.
Yeah, trying to like control their brains or like read their thoughts, kind of.
Yeah, like it's basically mind control, and they did it because they thought the Soviets and the Chinese were doing it, and apparently they didn't do it. They're just being paranoid.
Yeah.
It's like, and like, yeah, man, it's like some of it's true. Like they actually do, like they took Nazi scientists after World War II, and so they could get amnesty and not basically face the death penalty or like life in prison. They like, well, if you don't want that, you're gonna give us all of your secrets, and because like it was like, so like there's like some truth to it, and like some of it's not real, but like they actually, the reason we had like a lot of like space technology is because we hired Nazis.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy to me, dude. But I don't know. But yeah. But
the podcast, so the what is it called? The last podcast on the left.
Yeah.
What got me into them was they did a series on Stephen Mengele. I think that's his name. He was the evil doctor for Hitler. They did all those like wild experiments and stuff. And so they like covered like all the wild shit that he did, and it was a rough listen, like hearing them describe some of the shit. And then,
like to the Jews, like Holocaust people.
Yeah. They talk about all the experiments that were going on at like Auschwitz, and it was rough stuff. But
I'm like, this is interesting, but man, I feel really bad for those people.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
But man, so you were Dan Rohde, right? Is that how you say? How do you say your last name? Rohde. Yeah. Dan Rohde. Yeah. Okay, that's good for me to know because I was gonna just say Rohde.
Yeah.
What is it? What does that come from?
It's German.
Is it German?
That's funny that we're talking about like Nazis and stuff. Yeah, it's a German name.
No correlation.
Yeah, I know. No. Yeah, we moved way before either World War. Like it was like great grandfather, and they moved to northern Illinois, I think, and then kind of branched out from there. That's
dairy farmers.
I don't know what my great grandpa did. My grandfather on my dad's side, he was a bricklayer. He was kind of
mason.
Yeah, like a mason, and he wasn't like really super wealthy at all. He just kind of I forgot. I think my grandma on my dad's side, my dad's mom, she was just a stay-at-home mom. But my grandfather was a bricklayer, just like a kind of blue collar, and then my dad went to school. Like he went to college, and then so yeah, it's like we're German. I don't really know exactly when we moved over.
That's fair.
Yeah,
my last name's Tilt.
Tilt.
Like
Tilt. Yeah.
Tilt.
Yeah. Is what
we're Norwegian.
Norwegian?
Say Norwegian.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom's side is Scrimshire, and they're Scots.
Okay.
Scottish.
Okay.
Yeah, like pretty Scottish. But yeah, dude. Yeah.
White.
I'm crazy. So you yeah, very white background.
Yep.
So you play at the Blind Pig. That's how I met you.
Mm-hmm.
We worked the door there, and I saw you play acoustic by yourself, right? That's how I met you. I met you, I think, right after that.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the downstairs stuff. I do a lot of band gigs there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I do like every Tuesday I do downstairs 4 to 7 happy hour, and I don't know, it's kind of it's pretty fun. But I really enjoy doing the band gigs there. It's a little extra work getting everybody there and like bringing all the extra gear, but it's like it like frees me up to do more stuff on guitar and vocals because I don't have to just focus on just like rhythm and like that. I mean, I love acoustic music, but it's like I feel a little bit more free to like you know solo or like mess with like weird guitar parts.
So what when you so let's backtrack a little bit. So you play by yourself a few times.
Yeah.
You play solo sometimes, but you are in a band.
Yes.
And y'all are called
Oreja.
Okay, I didn't know how to say that.
Yeah.
I like y'all. I was listening to y'all's music. I love y'all's sound.
Thanks, man.
But okay, so what is the where does the name come from? Because I looked it up and it means ear, right?
Yep,
in
ear
Spanish.
in Spanish.
Okay.
There's not really a big story behind that. It's the first drummer when I first moved down here was like 2017. It was just me and a drummer, and then on all the recordings we did, it was just me playing guitar and bass and singing, and he would do the drums. And we were trying to look for. I was kind of looking for like a name that was not very long, easy to remember, and there's a lot of Spanish culture down here, so I was like, maybe there's a Spanish word I could use, and I found that, and you listen to your music with your ear, and it just looked nice and clean.
Yeah.
And like I didn't really
Oreja.
like. There's not like a big meaning to it. It just looked it looked cool to me.
It look cool on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go to those like font websites and you type it in, and like, oh, okay, I like this.
It looks cool.
Yeah. That's it.
Cool. I dig it. It.
So
we were talking, and so other last episode I had Josh Calvin, the 183 South Band. Go check them out.
Okay.
But they were the first people to ever play music like. They did a little acoustic set.
Okay.
And so I had reached out and I was like, yeah, you want to play some acoustic stuff? And you're like, oh, my sound isn't really like acoustic. And I was like, oh, really? And like as I listened more, I was like, oh, okay. And I love your sound.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, like, what would you classify y'all's your music?
I'd say
under?
progressive rock. It's
Progressive rock. That's what I
yeah.
was leaning towards.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
It's and like it's. I mean, I could just say rock, and that would be because like that would be what the Spotify or alternative would be like where you'd find us, but like but it's just I listen to like growing up I listened to like a lot of Rush and Tool and a lot of my favorite bands that I listen to, like I'm a big metalhead, and obviously that stuff doesn't really go over at cover gigs, but like I listen to a lot of like my favorite bands between the Buried and Me, and I actually just saw them last week, and like it just like so it I like weird time signatures, weird arrangements, like trying to like think kind of outside the box, and then the guitar kind of starts the song, and then I put lyrics over top.
Yeah.
Yep, so
That's awesome, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like y'all's sound and y'all have very unique time signatures, I guess. I'm not so as much as I love music, I don't know like reading music and stuff like that, but like I know what you mean, like the beats and stuff. Like it's good, it's really great, and it's a good unique sound. And I was trying to think of like, and I shared your music with a few of my friends because like what do they sound like
Yeah.
What bands would you say that influence really like your sound?
Man,
Is that a really loaded question?
no, I mean not really. I mean like I guess like I think not really. It's I think my vocal style, as far as my vocals go, like I borrow heavily from like Incubus as like my first favorite band when I was younger. I saw them live a couple times. I love Brandon Boyd's vocals. As far as like I definitely love Muse and like Tool, like and all that kind of stuff. That I think
You say Sublime.
I like Sublime and I like what they did, but I'm not real. I don't mind reggae and I really like Bob Marley, but I'm like I'm not a huge like ska or reggae guy. I mean it's I'll listen to it and like it's chill if I see like a good one. I'll but it's not like my first love type thing. But yeah, like that kind of stuff. I'd love to really like again like Between the Buried and Me is my favorite band. Love Rush. I borrow some of their stuff, but I really don't scream or anything like that. And it's like I feel like I can. Honestly, I feel like as much as I love that type of music and I love going to metal shows, but I think it alienates a lot of people, and it's not even a marketing thing. It's more like just like my voice is just tailored to singing and not really screaming, and I also it was like with that I realized I'm like, well, I'm not going to alienate people. They're not going to like, because there's like, like you run into people that see like, oh, it's just screaming, I hate it, like, and they immediately they just like turn off to it. And they don't want to like
they can't understand the words, so they're like turned off by the fact they don't know what they're saying. And
and it's so it wasn't like like a marketing choice, like I can reach more people. No, it was just like I think my voice fits more into like Incubus. Like I definitely really use him as like as far as like vocals go. Like Brandon Boyd, I really like glommed onto his style and try. I don't know if I tried to mimic it or if it just like it really inspired me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's cool, man.
yeah.
I appreciate it. So how'd you meet all your band members?
Let's see here.
Or okay, well, when did you guys start?
2017.
2017. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I've had so many different people. I'm the foundation of the band. I'm like the songwriter, but like start with a guy named Ben Kenningham. He was in a band. He played drums for a band called Samantha Lee and the Family Tree. We're still friends. He doesn't really play drums anymore. He got married and had a kid, so he's just kind of just working, like just doing the regular stuff. And then had several drummers. The lineup I got now, Reed Hoffman's my bassist. He's from South Dakota originally, and he just hit me up on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was like, you need a bass player?
Yeah, I need a bass player, man. I'm like, I'll pay you. And, you know, like, and he ended up being really good. He's like in music school and everything. He's like got like a bachelor's degree in music performance, and he's like just really friendly dude. And then the guy Daniel, the guy I'm working with, I work with a few drummers, and also like I got one other bassist that knows my originals, and he fills in here and there, but Reed's the most available. Daniel Kapulkin, we actually, before I had like a full like trio lineup, I was doing duo gigs at him, like with the old Dizzy Rooster downtown, but before they
reopen.
Yeah, before the pandemic.
I just saw that a few weeks ago. I started working again, and I was like, holy shit, that place is open. I thought it closed.
It's different though. It's different, dude. It doesn't look like the same bar.
Oh, okay. I would not. I didn't see it before, but
it's cleaner.
Yeah,
It's clean. I'll say that. But it's a lot more open, and it's different. And like the people that run it, they're nice. It's just, it's not like the reason I love Dizzy like back in the day, like, and I think they want to go back to it and have music and everything, and it'll build back up. But it's like just like it was like this really dingy dive bar, and like they had the bands right by the door, so it's like super loud and like they just like. People just like flood in there, and they'd have some like, and they didn't like discriminate. They'd have country bands, blues bands, rock band, like, like there's certain venues that like cater, like Friends Bar is primarily blues, or Sanjak is like a country bar, but they're just like, everybody come on in,
everybody come and play. I went last week, and I forget.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think they were called Dr. Scientists.
Dr. Scientists.
Maybe you know what I'm talking about. No. I don't know. There was some band that was there. And I don't know what you would classify them as, but they was like they were playing like indie rock kind of stuff, but they were playing a lot of indie stuff that like you don't hear at all the other bars for like as far as cover sets go.
Dr. Scientist, was that?
I think that's what they were called.
Where
I want to
they
say.
From?
I want to say here, but because one of the guys that works at the Pig was saying he knew them and he'd seen them play a few times.
Were they playing at Blind Pig?
No, they're playing at the Dizzy Rooster.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
they were pretty cool, but yeah, they had an interesting sound in that bar, is what I'm saying. It was pretty cool to hear that. And I went to. Do you know any? I'm taking a music class right now, and right now we're going through like a jazz and bebop.
Okay.
Do you know any jazz places in Austin?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like good places.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Elephant Room.
Elephant Room. That's what I've heard. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I think it's on Congress. Mm-hmm. It's like this. It's a. You walk in, it's a basement, and they have dollars stapled to the.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they have dollars. Yeah, and they like the people that play there, I'll watch, but they kind of intimidate me because they're like
really?
they're just they're really fucking good.
Really good guys.
Yeah.
They're really
like you need to know, like you not only do you need to like be able to improvise, but you need to know like all your jazz standards. So you basically have to be a classically trained musician to
pick up on everything and really keep up with them and
man. It's fun to watch, but I'm like I'm not gonna go up there.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go up there. Yeah. Like,
I've been slowly getting, because of this class, I've been getting a lot more into jazz the last few weeks, and like just for assignments, having to listen and stuff, and now I'm starting to like make listen to playlists and shit, and I'm really enjoying it. And but I've never been to like a jazz bar. I did see Hole in the Wall right next to campus. Yeah. They I was there a few weeks ago on like a Wednesday night or something like that, and they had a 2-piece set. It was like a saxophone and an upright bass, and it was just so tight. It was cool.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I've seen a lot of rock shows. I've seen a lot of bluegrass, a lot of punk shows, whatever. But I'd never seen jazz live, and it was just cool to like. I wanted to snap or whatever you're supposed to do with those things. It was cool as shit. Like
it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. You can clap. I think like they don't care. Like they don't. It's definitely not as rowdy.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's to see them play and just see the skill level that they're at. It'll blow you away.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You sit there and just take notes and like, man, how can I add? What can I do? But like, it's a little over your head. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, and like
it's a lot. Yeah,
it's
that's the thing we're kind of getting into right now is like the big thing we took away from lecture today was that like bebop is like the musician's music, because you can focus on all the solo parts of it and hear what they're doing in between the notes and shit, and it's real analytical. And I'm not gonna get into that because it's super fucking complicated. But you just go listen to it. And you can fucking hear it.
Are you doing like a music appreciation class, or are you doing like
it's an African American music class, so we're going through like everything from like pre-slavery to now, like today, and all the influences and stuff. It's like a cultural course or whatever. It's like one of the required courses we got to take.
That's fun though, man.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that on there. I was like, gonna learn some shit. But I really, it's a fun class. Yeah, it's my first music class I've ever taken. Not in elementary school, on a recorder or something.
I kind of miss those sometimes, man. Yeah. like looking back, I was like, oh, this is stupid. But like now, I think I would have enjoyed it
a little bit more.
Yeah. Like,
I took in 5th grade. Actually, I took violin.
Okay.
For all of 5th grade, and then I want to say it was 6th grade or 7th grade. It was 7th grade because I didn't play the violin for a little while, and then I took it back up because the school that I was in, they had band, and they didn't have orchestra though. And I needed an art credit, so my parents talked to them, and they let me play the violin in the band. I was horrible at it. I was horrible.
Yeah. Dude, it's tough, man.
I was only first chair because I was the only one, and that's fine. That's fine.
You tried your best. You tried your best, man.
But yeah, it's cool taking this music class and like, because it's really more of the like cultural, political, all that stuff around the music. Yeah. But we do dive into the music and how the beats and stuff work, and it's that shit's really interesting to me, and I might be taking some more music classes because I kind of dig it.
That's fun, man.
So I do have a question. How long have you been playing? How long have you been playing music in Austin?
Well, basically, when I kind of hit the ground running when I first got here. I mean, it took me a while to, get a friend group, but I was living pretty close to St. Edward's University, kind of by like Congress. It's Congress, like Congress, and like one of those
numbered streets.
Congress and Woodward.
Okay.
Congress and Woodward. I was like, man, what the hell is the name of this? Yeah, Congress and Woodward, and like walking distance to St. Edward's, and then I would literally go to an open mic down the street from my place on Congress called Stomping Grounds. They closed down. That was pre-pandemic. They closed down pretty quick, and they every Monday night, Raul Ochoa, that he would run a open mic night, and I would just play there, and I met a lot of people that became like my friends to this day. And
nice.
It's like, and like he gave me my first gig there. Like I played at Stomping Grounds with another guy. His name, God, what was his name? He's from Colorado. He moved here, and then he moved back to Colorado. But like I'm still friends with him on Facebook, and he still does music. But it was me and him, and we played a gig, and it was really fun. And Raul started just kind of just throwing me gigs here and there, and then I kind of did my own exploring, and then just over time, like I had a full-time job, and then over time, like over a period of like 4 years, it kind of just like went from full-time job and then gigs here and there to like gigs kind of just like I barely have time for myself, which is it's cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, man. But yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's yeah. So I started playing here in 2017.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So where did you move from? So because you're in Austin, you're a transplant, right? You're
Yeah,
not from-
Springfield, Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's,
Cool. So what took you from Springfield to Austin?
Well, music definitely was the primary like thing, and then I lived in that town. Like it's a town of 100,000 people. It's not like Chicago where it's like crazy big, but it's like I was working a full-time job there. I was doing like marketing for a RV and boat company. I was 30 years old. I spent my whole life there. I mean, I probably could have retired at that job. I probably would have kept on getting raises and like, but I just got tired of the weather, tired of like shoveling my car out of the snow, tired of
Dude, fuck snow. Dude.
Yeah, I know.
I'm from Texas, but I lived in Chicago for a little while, and then I lived in DC.
Dude.
And I'm
You're
cool. I'm cool on it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had my few years of experience. I'm good. I don't need any more.
It sucks. Well, dude, Chicago's in the summertime. Chicago is awesome.
That's the thing too. Is I never spent a summer in Chicago.
Okay.
I only went to school in Chicago.
Okay.
So I mean I got like the tail end of summer and like the beginning of spring or end of spring, early summer, but I never got like June through August of Chicago, which I know it has beautiful weather. So
They got a really good punk and rock and metal that Riot Fest.
yes,
Dude,
that's one of my I went to Riot Fest.
You went to Riot Fest?
Yeah,
dude, I want to go so bad. Like every year I see the line, I'm like, man, I want to go, and like I've never gone.
I think I went in 2014.
Okay.
I saw Dropkick Murphys, Social Distortion. The headliner for the day was Weezer.
Oh,
it was
man.
insane, bro.
That sounds so good,
Dude,
man.
that was such an amazing show. That whole day was crazy because I was 18 and me and my buddy, we were in college, and I think I didn't even save up money for it because I had just found out about it or something. And I was like, fuck, like ticket was like $150 or something like that for the day, like a day pass.
It's not horrible for like
something
for like a festival.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, it's not bad. But like as a college student with no money, like I was like, fuck, I don't know what to eat. I had like $200, and I was like, all right, I had a meal card at the university. I was like, I can fucking, and I lived in the dorms. So I was like, I can fucking survive. It'll be all right. And then
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It was something like that, or it was like 150 for two because my buddy went with me, and we got tickets, and so we go, and it was just it was a phenomenal day. We saw just so many cool bands, and like just that whole festival, like a punk festival, is just interesting. It's an interesting place to be.
Yeah.
Like
So many.
it was like it was fall. Yeah, it was September. They had a haunted house.
They
Like
did?
Yeah, it was like an interactive haunted house there with like where the zombies chase you and you have like the laser tag things. It was interesting. They had this huge thing set up for that.
It's like Left 4
And
Dead,
then,
except like in real life.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome, man.
It's like Call of Duty zombies in real life.
Oh my god.
But then they had a million stages set up, and then they had a carnival too attached to it at the time. And yeah, dude, that was such a cool day. It was a fun day.
It was worth the money.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I remember walking back like to the train that night. It was funny because we were where the festival was in Chicago. Me and my buddy had to walk to a train station, but the train station was in Cicero, which if you know Chicago, it's a really, really shitty part of Chicago. Like, that's where shootings happen, you know?
Yep.
And so it's me and this kid, and we're just two, 18-year-old white boys walking down the street in the middle of the night.
Yep.
And this cop car pulls up, and he's like, "Hey, you guys, what are y'all doing out here?" We're like, "Oh, we're just walking back from Riot Fest." And we're like, "We're going to the train." You can see the train like down the street.
Yeah.
And there's like a little lamp, and you can see some people under it. And the
Kinda
cop was like, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna watch you guys go, like, walk to the train station." He didn't want us to get jumped or something, I guess.
Whoa.
And so we like, as we start walking forward, I guess you could tell it was a cop car, and everybody under the lamp just scattered. And then we got up to the train and fucking went home fine. But it was crazy. Like that was
You guys would have been in trouble.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we should not have been walking down that street.
Oh my god.
But it was worth it. It was
Yeah.
a great time, and
Yeah.
we didn't get mugged. It's
That's like, have you ever watched the YouTube videos of like South Side Chicago, and like I watched them on YouTube, and you can actually hear in the evening, like right when the sun's going down, you just hear gunshots like South Side of Chicago.
Yeah.
And like, people make YouTube videos of just, they don't show the guns.
like the sunset, and then the background.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you
that's
think
insane.
it sounds like fireworks going off, but like it's 4th of July, but no, it's like people. Apparently, there's like certain neighborhoods where you just hear
Yeah.
gunshots in the evening, like the whole night.
Yeah,
Dude, like that's, man.
when I was living in Chicago, I lived in the nice part, Oak Park River Forest,
Okay.
side of town.
Okay.
And so like we didn't have a whole lot of that, but the crazy thing about Chicago is how like it's like one street is so like super nice and fancy, and
Yeah.
then the next street it's like boom, it's like poverty and like the projects, and
Yeah.
but all the neighborhoods are like that, so you know which stops to not get off at, you know, like
Yeah, like, you get in trouble, man.
yeah. But like we were the very last stop, you know, so I didn't have to worry about getting off at the wrong place. But yeah, Cicero was a whew.
Yeah, it's rough.
Do you have any you have any festival experiences? Like have you gone to festivals or anything, like ACL or South by or anything like that?
I did ACL one year, and I did. The reason I bought the ticket is because the lineup, I probably would not be able to see these people at a reasonable price. So I went the year that Paul McCartney and Metallica were the headliners, and I forgot whoever the last headliner was, but it was like it was like 200. It's like $260. I forgot exactly the price, but it was like, yeah, it was like there's just like all the bands on that list were bands I loved, and Metallica, Paul McCartney. I've seen Metallica a bunch of times, but Paul McCartney, I don't know if you've seen like his solo, like just tour dates, but like you're gonna spend $400+ for.
Oh yeah,
It's. Yeah, he's like he's like there's only two Beatles left, and like he's one of them. So
Yeah.
yeah, of course it's like it's gonna be expensive, but like yeah, I saw Paul McCartney, and then I saw David Byrne from the Talking Heads. He put on a good show. St. Vincent, she's originally from Dallas, but she lived in Austin for a little bit, and she's like blown up. Actually the guitar I play, my electric guitar, is like her signature. Excuse me, Lone Star, but her signature guitar, and yeah, I love watching her. And then like there's a bluegrass band called Trampled by Turtles. They were playing.
Trampled by Turtles.
Yeah.
That's a dope band.
I know, man. Yeah, they're really good, man.
Trampled by Turtles.
Trampled by Turtles. That would take a long time.
What kind of music is that?
It's like straight up. They're from. Man, where are they from? I want to say Minnesota. They're from Minnesota. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's like straight up like traditional bluegrass. But not like. But the vocals aren't like the really like the hokey. But they play like.
Yeah, it's not super twangy. It's like
like the guy's vocals. I'd say are more like singer songwriter, but they do it's a bluegrass setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's them right. Yeah,
yeah.
They're really good, man. I dig their sound quite a bit.
Trampled by Turtles. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you like
dope name.
bluegrass or not, but
I do like bluegrass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was I've said this on the show a few times, but I was raised on like local country music and my dad has huge bluegrass like influences. So
because you're from Texas, so
yeah,
kind of lends it to
yeah. Definitely. So you've been playing since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So you were here for pre-pandemic Austin, and then during and after now too. So we know what it's like now, but like, what was it like pre-pandemic? Was it better? Was it worse?
I'm excited.
Do you need another beer, by the way?
I got a little bit left.
Okay,
I'll take a backup if you want.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a couple more, but. Sorry. Okay. I asked you is the music scene better or worse pre or post COVID?
I need to go out to more shows. Pre-COVID, it was amazing. I remember when I first got here, like one of the things that really stuck out was I would just take the bus or an Uber out, and I would like plan. I would go to my job and like, okay, like I got a little bit of money, and I'm gonna look up whatever the website
you got to go to. Or...
Yeah, like I go down like do512.com, do512.com. It's like a hey, stuff to do in Austin, and like and I would go there and I'd look up all the bands that are playing. Like, okay, I'm gonna listen to some of their stuff. Like, oh, don't like that. Next, and I find something that I do like, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to that. They're starting at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna get on the bus, and I would like, yeah. So it was literally, I could go and see a band every night and not be bored, and I go and try to meet people and say hi to people, and that was like my life. I would go to work, and the roommates that I had, they're kind of lame. They would just sit in the house and play video games, and I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna go out and see this band. You want to come with me? Like, oh, I don't know, I don't really feel it. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, and then I'm like, yep, I guess I'll go by myself then. Because like I just didn't want to be like, I'm like, I came down here and I'm gonna, make the most of it, and yeah. So pre-COVID, it was amazing. Like you could just, like, there's so much stuff you could do, and it was so much fun. And post-COVID, I'm having faith. Like I really didn't get to take part in South by this year, which I'm kind of bummed about. But I got faith that it's gonna be good, and I don't have as much free time, but I would like to get back to the habit of like every week or so going to like just an original show and just like watching some local bands. Just like I have faith that it's gonna be fine. But but it was. Like right when we opened up, it was not like Blind Pig was open, but but like it was like it just wasn't as busy as it is now, and like I got faith that it's going to be fine, but it's a lot of things have closed and a lot of things have like it's just different. It's just going to be a little bit different, but it doesn't mean it's going to be bad. So
Would you say that attendance now, is it like back to normal?
Like when we play gigs, or like
yeah.
Okay.
Like when you're going to performances or you're performing, like you say, you're getting closer back to your numbers pre-COVID.
Yeah, January and February are pretty low. This month,
that's a pretty slow month for everywhere though. January, February is pretty.
Yeah, if in the bar industry,
it's
man.
I didn't. Yeah.
It's bad. But yeah, like. We just played a Monday night at Blind Pig, 9 to 12:30. We not only did we, so they do profit sharing. The base rate to play there is $250 for a band, and then if you do over, like let's say you did $3,000 in sales, then you get $300. So they do like versus 10%. So we walked away with a $300 check and like $150 in tips on Monday, and like we
on a Monday night.
That's
a pretty good night.
It's like I'm like, man, I'll take it. I was not. I was like, I went in like expecting like just a regular bar gig, and like we ended up getting like, I think it was a combination of like just the weather being nice and like but it was just like it was packed. Everybody was in a good mood. It was just like really good energy. Everybody was like just happy, and it's like that doesn't happen all the time. And it's like when it does, it's like.
And that was just recently.
That was like 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh yeah.
It was like, and then I played yesterday afternoon at Blind Pig 4 to 7, and it was busy too. So I'm thinking it's like a combination of the weather and like.
I think the weather has been so beautiful this week, minus today. Like today's been today's been pretty good too, but this morning was rough. But. Dude, the weather lately has been it's been perfect for live music on 6th. Like this vibes have been right.
It's like I'm gonna go have some beers. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. I'm having some beers. I think everybody's liking that.
Yeah, seriously. And like and on 6th too, you kind of feel the vibe like post South by Southwest. Everybody's still kind of like trying to like decompress a little bit because that week was rough.
Did you work?
I only worked. I can't complain. I only worked like 3 shifts that week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, day shifts wasn't bad, but I know a lot of the bar staff were like working doubles or what all week just to like keep it going.
They're burnt out, man.
Kudos to you guys. You guys keep that shit going, and I'm not gonna complain at work for a little while.
Tip your damn bartenders. Yeah, for sure.
It was funny. I went out last Sunday night the last day of South by, and yeah, I had too much to drink, but I was.
That's what happens. Is
Yeah.
if you don't get shit faced at South by, you're not doing it right. You got to do it like at
I
least
guess
once.
so. Yeah, I got it in right under the fucking curtain, but man, whew.
Yep.
Jeez, it was a doozy of a night. I'll tell you that, on a Sunday, and I was supposed to. I had class
on a Sunday.
Oh, it was rough, dude. The next day was my first day back in class from spring break.
Oh God,
I didn't go to class. I woke up halfway through my first one, and I was like, oh, I'm a little hungover, and I'm just going about my morning. I thought it was Sunday. And so I'm like going about, and then I look at my phone, and I was
breakfast,
like,
some coffee.
I'm
like,
being all chill.
Yeah.
Just like, who cares? Like nothing. It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Look at my phone. It's Monday. I'm supposed to be in class. I'm like, oh fuck. Like what the? Oh shit. So I missed class, and then I still had to go on campus though because I worked in the office there. And oh, dude, and I only worked 2 hours in that office, but it was a rough 2 hours. I was just sitting there like in the fluorescent lights. I'm like, oh god.
I want to leave.
Dude,
I don't want to be here.
Do you have a hangover cure? Like, what's your hangover routine? Do you get hungover?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Like, I think my tolerance level is a lot higher since I moved to Texas than it was in Illinois. But
damn right,
but, yeah,
damn fucking right.
That's right. But I will say that I really like getting a gyro the next day, like gyro.
Gyros? Greek food, really.
Greek food, yeah. Like and like with hot sauce and like just greasy, yeah, I like that. And
a gyro, that's an interesting one.
It's good, man.
I can see that.
Dude,
I'm not a Greek food guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I was a picky eater growing up.
Okay.
And I'm a lot better now. I'm not a bitch. I'll try anything once,
Yeah.
But no, when I was a kid, though, like my parents would take us out to restaurants, and my dad would get so fucking mad because my dad likes to like wild stuff, like he likes to try new stuff.
Yeah.
And for a picky eater, like
it's like I don't.
It's So I got like,
can I just get a burger?
Plain, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not like he would force it down my throat, but like I would have to sit there and eat. And everything, he'd force me to try all these things that I didn't want to try. Yeah. And so in my head, I built it up to like I don't like it. So you know what? I'm gonna try Greek food again.
Yeah,
it's time.
Did you try it, man?
It's time.
Yeah, dude. And,
get a gyro.
And dude, hummus is good. I don't know if you. There's not.
I'm starting to like hummus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, that's the thing. Like, I go. There's actually near my house, not my apartment, but there's a Greek bakery, and I get like a tub of hummus, tzatziki sauce, and then they had like this. Some of the like it's I forgot the name of it, like the Greek name for it, but it's this red hot pepper sauce, and you just pour a little bit in there. You put like. You do like,
it's the red stuff that comes inside the hummus sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen it. Like,
but not like the Sabra. Like that stuff is like, it's good, but it's not spicy. This stuff is like, you see the red pepper flake in there and all that stuff, and you pour that in. And you get some pita bread and tzatziki sauce and this red pepper stuff. You mix it together, and it's like I love I'll like watch like YouTube videos and like I get home from like I'm drunk and I'm just like like just like watching I'll be like watching like a Twitch stream or something and be like just watch that's my.
That's me too. What I do, and I get like when I get drunk or if I'm stoned, I like. When I got the drunk munchies or something, what I do is I go on Instagram and my whole, I'll show you because it's kind of funny. Like, when you go like on your, like when you go to search, it gives you like all your suggested posts.
Yeah.
All my shit's fucking food. It's ridiculous.
Just like cooks and like restaurant pics.
It's like, it's literally nothing but that.
Oh my God.
It's all food.
It's like I can't wait to eat that. Can't wait to eat that.
Puppies, yeah, and I'll sit here and I'll just watch food, and I love watching cooking. Like, when the page Tasty that does like the recipes where they cook it on camera. Dude, when that came out, I would binge watch Tasty stuff, and I'm a picky eater, but I would still watch and be like, that shit looks fucking tasty. Like,
dude, they're good at what they. They're good at what they do, dude. They're good at what they do, man. Like it's cool. Like the chefs are fun to watch, man.
I've been getting really into Beat Bobby Flay on Food Network.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't used to be a big cooking show person, but Beat Bobby Flay is cool. They've got to fucking beat a top tier chef. Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Do you like watching like Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon Ramsay, like watching him like
Those
just,
are
like,
funny too.
Dude,
Yeah,
I love watching.
Yeah,
He gets so mad, man.
Dude, Gordon Ramsay's the fucking man.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Bobby Flay. I just like that's like, but yeah.
I didn't even know who Bobby Flay was until
Okay.
like literally like 3 weeks ago when I saw it come up, and I was like, I'd heard the name, I didn't know what he looked like, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I guess he looks like Bobby Flay. I don't.
You look like a Bobby Flay.
Yeah, you look like a Bobby Flay, man.
Dude.
So have you? So we met at the Pig. The Pig is a fun, awesome bar to see
Home
live
base.
music. It's popping all the time, but crazy shit happens a lot. Have you? I'm sure you've had a lot of crazy experiences performing in Austin.
Yeah.
Do you have any that like really stick out?
Yep.
Hey.
Yes,
lay
I
down.
do. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah. So, do you know who Aaron Navarro is by chance?
I think so. That name sounds familiar.
He's management at Sanjak Saloon, but he's a musician. Him and his band play at Sanjak pretty regularly, and he'll come in while I'm playing on Tuesdays, like just like come say hi, maybe play a couple songs. He always pours me a shot.
Yeah.
He's just like we're friends. I'm playing, and like there's like a dude that is super inebriated, and then two girls, and the two girls, they're drunk, but they're holding it together. This guy is like fall down, not
Is he doing one of these like the like can't
Yeah.
really stand up,
like not making much sense
Oh,
at all.
yeah.
And like I'm playing it cool. Jay is bartending, and Jay he's super nice, but he has less tolerance. Like I feel like I have like my threshold of like being mean to someone is higher than his. But
like your bullshit tolerance level is a little bit
it's
higher.
it's pretty high. Like and like unless like somebody like messes like fucks with my dog, like that's like the only time I really get like upset. But because he's a good dog. But
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the story.
good dog.
Yeah, but he. So I'm sitting there playing, and this guy is like, let me sing, man. I want to sing this song. I'm like, dude, how about you just like sit down and chill, like, and like I'm like. And he's just like not listening to reason at all, and he's like very, very drunk, wobbling, and I'm in between songs. Aaron goes, Dan, check your phone. I'm like, okay, what? And Aaron texted me. I'm gonna see if I can find this picture. Okay, but Aaron texted me of this guy, the guy that's like basically harassing me. He pissed himself. like full, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, like, and that's me playing right there. I don't know if I can share that or on my camera.
Can you text that to me?
Yes, I
'Cause
can.
I will put that up right there.
Okay,
You
okay.
can't see his face, so it's not a big
No,
deal.
no,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but yeah, and
oh my god,
like full on pissed himself, and he's just
oh, that's at the Pig.
that's
oh,
at the,
shit.
that's downstairs. Yeah, that's on the Tuesday night. Like that. Yeah, and he just like
no,
Yeah.
dude,
yeah, and he yeah, and he's like, it's like he doesn't even know he pissed himself. Like he's so drunk he
he's
doesn't.
so
even,
fucked. He's so
yeah,
gone.
yeah, and it's like, and like the one of the guys like Bron Burbank, he plays at Sanjay. Oh, sorry,
You're good.
But yeah, but he yeah,
You're good.
he plays at the pit. He plays at Sanjak a lot. He posted a video of the guy pissing himself, and like I had like this moral dilemma in my head. I'm like, man, this is really fucking funny. I think a lot of my friends would laugh at this, but but I also am like, man, I would be so embarrassed if somebody did that to me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna like this is gonna be like a joke for me and Aaron, and that's it. And
Yeah.
and he put it on fucking TikTok. Dude, I'm like, dude, like what the hell, man? Yeah. So I'm like,
Dude, okay, listen.
Yeah, all right.
If you're gonna go to a bar
Yeah.
and you're gonna get so drunk that you piss yourself, and you don't even know that you pissed yourself, you deserve to have it displayed. Okay, like you've inconvenienced everybody around you enough and grossed everybody out that you fucking deserve it.
You deserve to be on blast on like TikTok or Instagram or
So,
something. Okay.
But best of luck to the guy that
Yeah.
you saw in that picture who pissed himself. I hope you're doing great, dude. I hope you found some help. I might put the line to find an AA meeting right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Dude. Oh, Jay was so pissed. Like eventually he's like, "You guys gotta leave." And then he like took like some disinfectant and he's spraying the seats down.
Yeah,
he was so like everybody's like,
"Oh, dude, I would have been furious."
I know. Well, that's the thing. I was like, dude, I was like, he's like, "I love you, man. You're so good." I was like really scared he was gonna hug me. After I saw the picture, I'm like, dude, don't touch. Please don't touch me.
Fucking get close to
He's
me.
like, why? He's like, and he like even like he was so drunk and he's like he could see that I was being kind of like
standoffish. Yeah.
Like I was
Trying to
being
get your space.
I was being friendly, but I'm like, please don't touch me. Because you peed yourself, and I don't want to touch you. I don't want you to like hug me or but he's like, why are you being so weird with me, man? I was like,
you know,
yeah. I was like,
I just thought about this, and you know, everybody knows when you go to like a party or you go to a bar, you probably will like interact with somebody where you have to do that awkward like inch away,
it's like
kind of thing. But now that I'm thinking about it, y'all do that probably every fucking night you perform. Because the people that come up to you to be like, you know, oh, you're fucking great, man.
Yeah,
like
every time.
They're
Man.
They're so lovey, and their adoration is, you know, it's great. But like I'm sure that you get a lot of close talkers and like people grabbing you and stuff.
Dude, people bad breath. A lot of them. Like my favorite one is like the drunk guy that comes up is like, my wife's a really good singer. You should play this. If you play this song. Like, dude,
she can sing it, man.
Yeah, I'm like, no, and she's also like
all
swaying.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
Doesn't even know her husband's telling her to sing a song.
Yeah, I'm just like they're both just like the little drunk sway. You know, like the little sway. Yeah, they're doing that, and like I'm like, guys, just I try to do it so friendly. Like I'm like, well, I say I give the bar I pass the buck to them. I'm like, guys, this is my job. I can't allow that because they don't like when I do that. So I can't allow that. I'll get fired. And I just say it like that. And that usually like, okay. And they walk away after that.
Yeah.
You know, but
one thing that I hate dealing with on Six, especially like at a bar that like we have live music. That's our fucking thing is we have live music.
Yep.
Is dealing with the drunk people that try to interact with the band because they're just genuinely having a great time. You know, and the biggest thing that I've had to, or not biggest thing, but I've had to deal with a lot upstairs is dudes taking their shirts off in front of the stage. I've dealt with it 2 or 3 times where I've had to go up to them and be like, dude, put your fucking shirt back on.
Why?
They're just dancing and fucking doing shit.
But they're just like, I got to take my shirt off.
Yeah.
Right
I would be 3 times at least. 3 times at least I've had to tell different dudes to put their shirts on because they were going too hard to the music.
It's such a weird thing to do, too.
Right?
Like out of nowhere, you're like, I'm in this group. I'm really drunk. I'm in a group of strangers. Take my shirt off.
Yeah. To their defense, it was at the end of the summer, so it was still kind of hot, but not that hot. So
they're swaying, a little bit, man.
And it's that like, you probably deal with a lot of drunk bachelorettes too.
I don't
know.
Honestly, I don't mind them. They're fine.
Soundbite.
Yeah, honestly, I don't mind. That's the clip. That's the clip. Like honestly, they're usually really friendly. They're usually really good. Like I had a couple that were playing. I had 2 bachelorette parties on, we'll say Saturday or Sunday, and they were. No, it was Friday. It's Friday afternoon. I did a happy hour Friday afternoon at Blind Pig, and they were just chill at requesting songs. And like I hate to say it, but they're like really easy to pander to because like they love The Middle by Jimmy Eat World and Oasis and like and the Killers, Mr. Brightside. It's like
shit white people love.
Yes, they go hard to that shit, man.
Mr. Brightside.
They love that stuff, man.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. It gets me fucking hard. No.
Yeah, man. No, they're easy. But there's women are usually like they also can be out of control drunk, but like I feel like they're more. I've noticed that they're a little bit more appreciative than the guys, like, and they're like, oh, thank you for, like, you get off stage like, thank you for doing that, can I buy you a drink, like that they're like,
they're genuinely like, oh, thank you for playing this song or whatever. You're they're really like just having a great time, and the fact that you played their favorite song, they're just like,
I've noticed that they're just like a little bit more like nicer. They're nicer to you.
That's fair.
Yeah, like I'll say that. Not that like the guys can be just as
The
nice.
dudes are nice too.
The dudes are nice too, but like I just noticed like they're just the ladies are a little bit sweeter to you. They're a little bit sweeter and they're a little bit nicer, and I do appreciate that. But yeah, man.
Have you ever been to Nashville?
I've driven through. I've never stopped.
Yeah.
But
So I lived like an hour outside of Nashville, in a little town called Clarksville, Tennessee.
okay.
Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Okay.
It's like right on the border. Anyways, but when I was living there, we would do all of our partying in Nashville because that was the closest, big town.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I love Austin is because it like 6th Street feels like a Nashville Broadway at like 10%.
Seriously?
Maybe not 10, maybe more like 40%. Like it's a little bit lower.
Really?
In that, like it's just like Broadway in Nashville. It's like take Friday night on 6th Street, but 7 days a week, like from about 5 till close. Like it's an insane street to be on now. But like the live music there was fucking insane, and I think that the live music here is better.
Yeah.
Most of it, and that's coming from a Texan because I think Texas has a sound. And
we might have a
Austin
little bit more
doesn't.
quality control. I think people, a lot of people from Nashville. I feel like a lot of people are trying to make it in Nashville. I think I mean I'm not saying that people wouldn't try to become famous here, but I obviously there's actually like music industry people that are like scouting people in Nashville. So I think there might be a little bit more.
Well, Nashville's also like it's Nashville, so everybody's like trying to go to Nashville to fucking busk and make it. And Austin doesn't have that necessarily.
No,
but the fucking music scene here I think is 1,000 times better because it's so unique and there's so many different things you can go and see. Whereas Nashville's just country. It's that's
country.
So what you got?
Yep.
Now Nashville. People don't fucking hate me because I know some of you motherfuckers live there. I know Nashville has other shit to offer, but it's fucking country. So
I mean, that's where the country music labels are.
Yeah,
man, that's cool. Yeah, I understand why people like if you wanted to play country music, that would be a great city to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. But honestly, like I think Texas has some pretty like the country music here is pretty damn good too.
Yeah,
like there's some really good country bands here.
100%.
Yeah. So
do you run into the problem? So you guys play so I know at the Pig, the bands and performers usually play like covers and stuff. Do you get to sprinkle in your own songs every now and then? Or
I do.
I would expect that you would, but like sometimes working at the bar, it's just everything's fucking sounding. So
it's crazy. I mean, I still do. I try to do original shows every once in a while, but like honestly, the cover shows they pay better and. But that's the thing. I came down here to play music, and I feel like personally to me, I feel like I do decent art. To myself, and so
and you do. You make great sound.
Yeah, man. So I do. It's kind of like I think of it like the audience has to watch a commercial. I hate to say it like that, but like it's like I'm gonna play a bunch of stuff that you guys like, and then I'm gonna throw this in here, and I think that you'll like it, and then I'm gonna reel you back in with something else that you like, but I'm like, hey, give it a shot. Like, it's like
you sprinkle them in there every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. It's like priming. It's like priming their minds for something that you do, and I feel like, I hate to say it, but drunk people are very. If they're not having a good time, they just leave. Yeah. So
100%.
Yeah, it's not like
drunk people are fun, but they're only fun until they're bored. When they're bored, they're a nightmare. Because they leave or they start shit that doesn't need to be started.
Get angry, get sad, piss their pants.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta keep the fucking vibes going. That's
what you gotta do, man.
And would you say that's a big part of Austin music? Is just keep energy up,
Yeah, I try to, and like and that comes from like reading the room too, because like if I'm playing like on a Tuesday and I see like a lot of like older men that might be like at a conference like or something, or like they just got off the plane, I might play more like classic rock or something. If like a group of people like our age, like 20 to 30, come in, I might I play newer stuff or like something high energy, and like I kind of try to match the energy of the crowd. And it's like, and that's another thing I've noticed. It's like, you know, if they're chilling at the bar and they're not really ready to like go like start partying, they you might want to bring it back a little bit. Like it's like, and like not go for like the really like, you know, like play the middle. And
you gotta like match their vibe, kind of.
It is, and not saying that you can't bring it back up, but it's like
you gotta gradually get there, though.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I mean, if they walk in and they're screaming, then you immediately bring it up. But like, and like do like really up tempo, happy, fast songs, and then, but if you notice that they're kind of just chilling, then you might want to play something like some Bill Withers or and you just like kind of like match it. And I try not to beat them over the head with loud fast all the time. And like I've seen a lot of bands that like they're just like, we're a party band, we're a party rock band, that's what we do. And like
we do,
so
Have you seen Step Brothers?
No, wait, what?
Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Where he's like, we only do Billy Joel.
Strictly 80s Joel. Strictly 80s
Joel.
Yeah,
those guys.
Yeah, they're like, this is what we do, and we're this.
Hey, buddy, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Yeah, we didn't start the fire.
Start the fire.
Oh my god, dude! Sometimes when I see y'all play, like all the musicians downstairs, because I see that happen all the time. Like somebody's drunk, like I want this song, and y'all are like, I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I try when that happens. I'm like, well, I don't really know that, but I know this, and that's similar to that. And I do that, and they're, or if they pick a song by a band that I know a different song of, I'm like, well, I don't know that one, but I know this song. Is that fine? And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And, like they're easy to please.
Easy to please.
Yeah, they're easy to please. But yeah, man.
Just making sure this is still going.
Still working.
So how do you? So when you're playing a lot of cover songs, you guys, and I know this isn't just Blind Pig specific, but just in venues in general, you guys, when you're playing a lot of cover music, you're playing for like several hours, you know?
Yeah.
How do you come up with that playlist? Do you just have like a set list like that on hand that you kind of know, and you just kind of just bounce off of that, or?
I mean, I got like a framework, but again, like I kind of go off the vibe.
Yeah.
And like and because of like the nature of like I would be playing at Blind Pig Pub, and I would do like, before I did Tuesdays, I used to do Saturday afternoons at Blind Pig Pub, and that was always like that little happy hour, the 4 to 7. It's like you get the people right before they're too drunk, and it's like, and it would like gradually turn into a party at the end, like 7:15. And they just throw songs at you. They just they throw so much stuff at, and I had my iPad with me, and I had it connected to the internet, and I would just learn stuff. I would just learn lots of songs.
Yeah.
And to the point where I'm like, I match the vibe now, and I also like, I kind of just, if there's something, if I feel, if I get bored with something, I can put something else in, or if somebody requests something and I don't know it, I'm like to the point where I can sight read on the page, and I'm like, I've heard it on the radio. I think I can do this.
You know the general melody of it.
Yeah, and it took a few years to get to that point, but like it's like that's where I'm at now, and it's definitely it was a learned skill for sure. But yeah, I don't want to. That's the thing. Like that, there's a lot of, like I was saying earlier, there's bands that like, this is our set list. This is how we play these songs, and we're gonna be this way every time, and we're a consistent product. Yeah. And I understand that mindset, but I also, I mean, because like, and I kind of like I kind of look at it like service industry, like bartenders and all that stuff. Like they have to think on the fly, and like sometimes somebody will ask for a drink that you've never heard of before, and you have to look it up, and like, so like it's like, I feel like I've seen more tips and like more engagement from people from being flexible and trying different stuff. Like I've seen more positive reactions doing it that way than be like, no, I don't do that, and just like being,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
So
and the people who are more fluid are better to work with, and honestly play a lot better too. Because they have that fluidity and that ability to switch between, shift between, sometimes genres, or beats or whatever, and that's crazy. I really have like a big admiration for you guys, like you musicians here in Austin. It's fun to see you guys work.
Yeah, man.
Because I know you guys are you guys are grinding. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate that. Are you guys you do you do music full time or do you do?
I'm full time.
Full time.
Yep.
Really? So that just day in day out, music. That's.
Yep.
It's a fucking grind, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It can be a lot sometimes, and sometimes it's really fun. It's a really fun lifestyle, but it's also like there's days I wake up and I'm just like, I have no control over my life, and like there's like my trash can's full. I got a bunch of dishes to do, but I'm gonna go to the gig, and I'm probably gonna get drunk and then have Whataburger. It's like
that sounds like a fucking great life.
It's good. It's fun, man. It's fun. It's just like. Yeah, but like sometimes I'm like, man, I got to do some adult shit, and I don't have any time to do adult shit, and that's the only thing that's a little straining. But besides that, like I meet so many people, and it's like, yeah, it's fun. Like I've had some really shitty jobs in my life, man. So yeah, like this is fun.
Yeah. Would you say like you're following your dream? Is that what you're doing?
I suppose. I mean, I suppose that. Like I definitely want to keep it realistic because I feel like there's a lot of people that I've seen and a lot of people that I've met that they really think that they're going to be like this superstar or something, or like they're going to get discovered and all this stuff. Like I had a friend from my hometown, and I remember he moved to Austin like years before I even dreamed of moving away. Mm-hmm. And he pulled me aside one night. We were all drinking, and he's like, "Man, I just know it. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to get discovered, and I'm going to be famous. I just know it. I have this feeling." And like, I remember him saying that to me, and I just like in my mind, I'm like, dude, maybe, like, yeah, like, man, like, I mean, you're like, I hate to be like, I mean, like, right. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but yeah. I mean, like, but like, I think that kind of dream is like a lottery win. Like, it's like winning the power.
It is 100%. And that's entertainment.
Yeah.
That's showbiz, baby.
Yeah, showbiz, baby.
You can have all the skill in the world, but if your card doesn't get drawn, guess what, buddy? You're fucking shoveling shit like the rest of us.
Yep. So like,
that was super negative. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine though. But it's the truth. It's like, I hate to say it, but like, there's not, like, look at all the pop stars that are around today, and like, dude, like, not all, like, how many did you not hear of? Like, how many how many Britney Spears lookalikes were there? How many I don't know, a Red Hot Chili person but like how many like Nickelbacks were there before they decided like Nickelback was going to
be the one?
Yeah, like it's like, so like, it's more like, I forgot who I was talking to. No, I remember who I was talking to. I was on a gig, and they're like, so like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want sustainability, man. Like and like, that's what I have. I have sustainability, and I know that I'm going to have these shows, and I still get to do my art, and I still get the people that enjoy it, like that those will be the ones that will, support me and give me money for it. It's like, but it's just like, from like, since I was younger, I just like, man, it's so fucking hard to get that level of fame and notoriety, and like, it happens, but it doesn't happen to everybody. I think when you get to like a level where you're performing and getting paid for it, and it is a hobby, but it's more than a hobby. It's your life. I think there is a level of trying to make it, but it's also that, like, sustainability. Yeah. And I think sustainability is like doing it to where you can live, but also doing it to the point where it doesn't fucking ruin it for you and like make it miserable. Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly, man. And like you gotta keep that, like, because you can grind all week long and play a million shows, but eventually sometimes it's like, fuck, like, you gotta breathe, like, what the fuck, like, it feels like work and not as much as fun. You gotta take breaks. You gotta take breaks for sure. And it's like, and like, it's the one like, I struggle with it too. Like, sometimes I get on I play the gigs, and all of a sudden I'm just like, on like I love it, but I'm like I'm like, oh, I'm on a bender. I've been drinking like every day, like I'm just like going home and like yeah. So it's like and like I guess I'll have a chill day where I'm just like drinking water and like maybe I'll go get some food. But yeah, like it's just like it catches up to you really quick, and it's like it's late night.
Yeah.
I'm sure the bartenders and servers, they have the same problem. I'm sure they're just like,
100%.
yeah, you know, like well, and door guys, bar backs, like
it's okay. You don't have to include me in that. I only work part time. So I'm not,
okay, right.
I'm not there.
Yeah.
I hate to take credit for like being like a door guy because I'm not. I'm only there a couple days a week. You know, so
you're going to college.
Yeah. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, dude, no, definitely. And it did. And when I was working a lot more hours at the bar, it was definitely that like when it was time to decompress, I was like, let's fucking go. Let's decompress. You know what I mean? Let's fucking chill.
Yeah.
And that's something too that I learned while working at the Pig too, was like I used to be, and I still am. I do like going out and getting drunk and you know, partying and stuff. But working at a bar like on the weekends, you're like fuck man, I deal with this every night. I'd rather go to a quiet bar down the street or just stay home. Like
on
just stay home and drink on a Monday.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to fucking go party and shit right now. I just need to chill a little bit.
Those are the fun places, dude. Man, like when you go during a weeknight and you know it's not going to be too busy. It's like and the bartenders are friendly. They're just happy to see you, and they're like they'll make
know you by name. Cheers song. Cheers song. It was so funny. Before you showed up, I was blasting the Golden Girls theme song.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw it on a TikTok, and then I was like, man, I want to hear that song. And it's only like travel down the road and back again.
Yeah. That's a good one, man.
But yeah, no, I was jamming out. I love sitcom music. It's the best.
Yeah.
And I also love old white women.
Yeah.
Really get my engines going.
Get you a sugar mama.
Hey, man, so we're going to end the show.
Okay.
But we end it the same way every time, and that is with the guest giving the audience a piece of advice. It could be a piece of life advice. It could be, here's the best way to fold your laundry. I don't care. Just a little piece of advice. Whatever. It could be a sentence. It could be two. It doesn't matter.
Oh, man.
Fuck, you look like Alex Jones when you did that. Like a lot. Wait, put your hand up again like that.
Wait.
Pull down like that, like a little closer to your cheek. Oh my God, dude, you look like Alex Jones. That's insane. You look like it without that too, but
if you see some frogs if you see some frogs in a stream and it looks like there's chemicals in the stream, take those frogs out because it turns the freaking frogs gay. No,
that's the advice.
Yeah, that's the advice. There you go. The reptilian overlords are eating babies. I'm tired of it. I won't stand for it. Yeah. There you go. That's your advice. Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. I like that.
All right, there you go.